Nocturne is going to be the choice, so I was right, boringly enough, as the Jace is heading predictably towards the top side of the map, but Tarzan is now going to be on.
Come out, so actually a lot of overlap there, and Cassio has the Baron threat that Victor didn't in game number 1 when it comes to Baron as an objective. SKT have a very real chance to start that. Bot side, though.
Yeah, speaking of starting things, Mata has to use that flash to get out of the way, down to about 100 health as Viper flashes forward. The Ardent Blaze does about 1 billion damage, and they'll get the next stun. Teddy in trouble. The auto attack's coming in. Full vision of SKT
so level
is looking
6
to come
well.
in. Faker's down here as well, though. Spell Shield comes down. Tarzan with the paranoia steals away his own red buff, and oh, that's an overstep. The flash out, the flash in with the taunt, double kill instantly for Chovy, and Faker is gonna burn down to the red buff. Teddy in trouble, wants to get one back, has to flash as the Ardent Blazes just over 100 health.
Drake being taken at the same time. That confirms, of course, that Khan would have had no one to try to take him down. That was incomplete. That the Galio should be able to roam bot side pretty freely. Here's a top side.
Yeah, there's the paranoia. Gravity Field's a pretty good one, but the Terrify comes in and Tarzan just eats the
There in a series has been thin and fast, and not since 2015 summer, my first split with the LCK, has there been a team hilariously ahead of the pack. Griffin look on another level to Korean teams, and right now, region, we can definitely have our suspicions, but...
Oh, Khan has been waiting here for a long time, but oh, the sweeper
this
picks
could
it
be
up,
the moment.
Pulp comes in, there's the
It's one
Chaos
kill.
Storm. They want it, but can they actually
Ignite.
find it? Lehen's ticking down.
Got
There's
it!
the Death Ray! No perfect series coming in for...
All in 3v4.
Well, 13.5 minutes means that some turret plays
We're
actually
going.
go as there's the paranoia. It's on Namada Heroes. Entrance comes in, but Tarzan had already soloed out the cow. They're looking for more. Teddy goes down. The Olaf follows instantly, and Griffin punished about as hard. Proto belt onto a couple of people in order to get those assists. It was mostly Tarzan as sword taking some damage underneath this turret, trying to turn it onto Faker, who dashes around and is going to secure it. Second kill for SKT.
So tricky for them to actually accentuate the potential skirmishing advantage of it.
Difficult for SKT to contend with because already they've got a lot of damage out of this squad. It's only going to get worse as Khan takes that one to the face. The tick of it as well. It's just adding insult to injury as Griffin.
You got to zoom
deal
out
with
to
this outer
appreciate
turret.
moves like this, right? The blue contested Jason then. Here's the fight attempt.
Yeah, they're going to go for it as the Ragnarok is going to save Clid for the moment, but Griffin, this is what they've done. They just used a zoning engage out of a Nocturne to take down an inner turret, secure the outer one also. Just to talk about SKT's vision, they do know that this is going on, but what can they damn well do about it?
Well, it's now or never you feel like, but Faker's walking up. He's the only one. Baron around 3,000.
Teddy doesn't have a lot of mana here either as they are going to go in there. It will be a 50-50 for Clid.
Oh,
the knock-up comes down though, and yep, they're just going to peel away. Sword grabs the Olaf. Okay, Teddy's found one pick on the backline, and Tarzan, relegated to the pit, does get the Baron buff. And now Viper's looking to bounce around this one. Zonya's used by Teddy. Chovy very, very low. It's a double kill coming in now though, and Griffin do tidy up.
Feel like where you go, you're going to win out. Why not have Redemption there as well? Why not have a semi-global from the support role at kind of all moments? And we see Redemptions more in Griffin games than any other games for sure. Someone's always got one. That's someone in this game to support.
Okay, just going to use the stopwatch as Hero's entrance does come down. Mata with the Unbreakable Will, but Basegate is going to save him for the moment. Left of this Baron, and they want to be able to break open the base, but thankfully SKT do have a lot of clear. Faker on the top side, a Demolish proc should be enough to actually get rid of this, and it is, as Chovy gets rid of the top inhibitor turret, and all of them falling at once. Tarzan going to be the next one to take down a turret. This inhibitor going to go down as well, most likely, as Faker's doing his best to try and hold on to it, but Griffin are just putting pressure on absolutely everywhere.
Bot lane mages go begging when Baron buff is there. No longer does Victor have the mindless wave clear. That's why they break the base in 2 spots, 1 inhibitor down. They may relent around the second inhibitor being actually completed, but all 3 turrets in one fell swoop.
Yep. You're the doctor asking the question of SKT as to where it hurts. They'd say everywhere.
6,000 gold power play. That is the
playing with a mindset that just does not work out as Viper culls this Mountain Drake because he may as well. He's going to go back home. See whether it's
TP coming in. This one's from Cassius, just for, again, enough bodies here, and they're going in on Cassius.
Yeah, immediately the trade comes down. Hero's entrance to get them in there, as there it is, crashing down, and Chovy wants to find it. Fantastic taunt, and that's the 100 KDA, but will he go down right afterwards? The answer is most likely no, as Viper is bouncing around the fight. Eventually, he does fall down, but it's all for naught as Sword dives on forward, and Faker is killed by a Duskbringer of Tarzan.
He's flanking.
Doing a decent amount of work there, as in he goes, kills him with a taunt, and that should be it. Griffin with an absolutely dominating 2-0 victory over SKT.
Chovy gets the full zoom, first ever player to hit 100 KDA, and with a plum, Griffin destroy SKT. New blood rises higher and higher. We've got Griffin and the rest, and no one, I mean no one, can match the pace that Griffin is setting in LCK Spring 2019.
They can't match the pace even when they're playing slowly, Papa Smithy. It feels like you are playing what Griffin want you to play, no matter which team you are, not named Sandbox. Still, they have the Sandbox challenge, but after this, I mean, is that even a challenge? Doing this to SKT was not what I was expecting out of this Griffin squad, and I was expecting a 2-0 victory for them. Just insane stuff. You mentioned it already, Chovy did get to that over 100 KDA. Wasn't 100, he hit it at the very beginning of that particular team fight. He made Galio look like he hadn't been nerfed at all in that game.
And we dared to dream, Atlas, we dared to dream that this would be there next to the first Telecom war 2 years ago that everyone remembers, a 3-game nail-biter.
Yeah.
It was the opposite. It was another one of these Griffin stomps, and it didn't even take a close game 1 into game 2. And normally Griffin don't hit their straps until game 2. It was 10-0 in kill score in game number 1, bloodless for 28 minutes, but we just really felt the gulf between these two teams, the gulf between Griffin and everyone else, and Sandbox deserve their shout-out. They are 5-0. It will be 5-0 versus 5-0, but there's 5-0, and there's how Griffin have gotten to their 5-0 stat line. The fact that they are impeccable on the way. Chovy dying once